Hello, on breakfast we've got Click.
Oh, Click, I like Click.
Good morning, welcome to breakfast this Sunday morning with Victoria, Fritz and Rachel Byrne.
Our headlines today. Hi there, good morning. It's Sunday the 9th of October. Our main story. The Irish Prime Minister has attended a vigil for the victims of the explosion in County Donegal, which killed 10 people.
3 children were among those who died in the blast at a petrol station in the village of Creasa on Friday afternoon. Our Ireland correspondent Chris Page has the details.
Very much.
Now let's turn to Ukraine, where the military say dozens of people have been killed or wounded in overnight shelling in the southeastern city of Zaporizhia.
Meanwhile, divers will be examining the damage caused by the explosion on the only road link between Russia and the occupied Crimean Peninsula after President Putin ordered a full investigation into the blast.
Our correspondent Hugo Bach.
At least 3 people are reported to have been shot dead by security forces during the latest protests in Iran.
Demonstrations have been ongoing for the last 4 weeks against the country's hardline Islamic rulers.
Well, our Middle East correspondent Anna. Our 3 cabinet ministers who were leadership rivals to Liz Truss have called on their fellow Conservatives to unite behind the Prime Minister. We are joined now by our political correspondent. A new picture of one of the Queen's favourite ponies has been released by Buckingham Palace following her appearance at the funeral of the monarch.
It's 8:20. Time for some weather, and Matt has a spectacular picture. Was it a full? I couldn't work out if it was a full one, but it looks like it's
the harvest moon, I think, isn't it?
Almost there.
That's the best we can probably expect this time of year, Matt. Thank you.
Exactly. And some of that rains by night as well.
OK,
So
well, that's all right then.
There you go.
See you later.
There we go. Thanks very much. Now, Rugby League's Kevin Sinfield has repeatedly made the headlines for his heroic, nothing short of heroic, really, fundraising efforts for MND, motor neuron disease, inspired, of course, by his friend and former Leeds Rhino teammate, Rob Burrow, who has the condition.
Yeah, it's incredible what he's done in the last couple of years. He's run 7 marathons in 7 days, and then in November, he ran 101 miles in 24 hours. He's joined Lauren Laverne on Radio 4's Desert Island Discs to talk about his next big challenge, as Alice Key reports.
Great pictures that. You can listen, of course, to the full chat with Lauren Laverne on Desert Island Discs. It's 11:15 today on the radio. You can also, of course, always catch up on BBC Sounds as well.
It's 8:27. The Ministry of Defence has for the first time revealed its arms supply operation to Ukraine, which includes more than 10,000 anti-tank missiles and nearly 3 million rounds of ammunition.
Well, journalists have been invited to join a flight carrying tons of weapons to an undisclosed location in Eastern Europe to show the operation in action. Our correspondent Duncan Kennedy reports from RAF Bryce Norton in Oxfordshire. Now, a coalition of baby loss charities are calling on the government to ensure safe staffing levels in NHS midwifery and more support for those affected by baby loss.
We're joined now by Zoe to have you both here in the studio.
Thank you.
I know you both have very personal stories, your own experiences of baby loss. Lucy, do you want to talk about your own situation and why you went to Zoe's charity for help?
Yeah, so for
Offered at the time.
Words that were used by a medical professional to you.
Yeah, it was, and you know, actually, I think
As well interpreted it.
yeah,
Without having necessarily the sort of medical understanding of what happened.
yeah, and I think
Zoe, you set up your charity about 10 years ago, didn't you? I'm wondering if you're listening to, you're thinking of your own circumstances, the people who you've helped through the charity, hearing Lucy today, whether things have changed, how much change has happened over the last 10 years? Are we better at dealing with this and better at talking about it?
we were